Welcome to Praxie Best Practices. I'm Soren Kaplan, co-founder of Praxie, and I'm going to talk about SMART metrics. SMART metrics are really metrics that tell you that you've achieved your strategy or been successful in your project. SMART metrics are really that. They're smart, and because they address each letter in the acronym SMART, so to the extent that they give you a good sense that if you've achieved what that metric is all about, that you know that you've achieved success. So the acronym stands for specific. Is the metric specific enough to measure something that's going to be meaningful to you, to tell you that you've achieved your strategy? Is it measurable? So a metric either needs to be quantifiable, so you can really measure it, the numeric value of it, or is it a yes or no? Is it clear that you achieved it or you didn't achieve it? If it's not measurable, it's going to be impossible to know whether or not you've objectively achieved it. So specific, measurable, and then achievable. So achievable basically means it's doable, that within the time frame you've designated for your project or your strategy, that metric is doable and that it is achievable in that time frame. Because you don't want a metric that is, achievable in 5 years, but you've got a strategy that's a 1-year strategy that you're tying that metric to. You might need to chunk it down a little bit, if so. Relevant basically means that metric is aligned to what your business and your goals are all about. So you want to really make sure you're being specific. That's the S, but that it's relevant and in that specificity to your overall strategy. So sometimes you can have specific, measurable, and achievable metrics, but maybe it's a little bit off base and it's not tied to your strategy. So you need to make sure they're relevant. And then finally, time bound. We just talked about being achievable, but you really want to make sure that you're clear on the time frame of your metric. So, you might have a metric like number of customer orders, X number of orders within 6 months or by 6 months, so that you're really anchoring your metric in a way that you know that it's specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and you know when you're going to achieve it by. That's the trick with SMART metrics. For more best practice templates and applications, visit Praxie.com.